Hi everyone and welcome to Dailies with Anna. I'm really sorry I missed yesterday. I had some news that our printers might close, so I decided to spend some time working on my new scrapbooking collection, and I'm going to show you a cheeky sneak preview here. I'm very excited. So this collection is called Every Day, and it's a continuation of my come home collection. And if you are interested in having a look, so this is a come home collection, then I'm just gonna link everything down below if you just want to stop by and have a look. Right, but for today's project, what I'm going to use this gorgeous stencil. I love those kind of vintage, you know, French patisserie signs, and I'm going to use this stencil, and I'm going to use some paste from Ephemera. I haven't used them, well, I clearly have used them in the past, but there is still plenty left, and I'm trying to keep the lid on so that they're not going to dry. And I decided I'm going to use this kind of gorgeous colour. I am really into mauve. I mean, my top is mauve, this is mauve, my new collection is mauve, so clearly lots of mauviness, yeah, if you are interested in the stencil, I'm going to link it below. It is on our website, that is craftbox.co.uk. And let's get started. A little mixed media project for you. Okay, so I'm going to, obviously the stencil is much bigger than my actual canvas, and this canvas is 10 by 30. Again, linked below if you're interested. And I'm going just to grab some of that paste. I'm going to try not to take too much because, well, because I just don't want to really waste it. And then I'm going to apply a little bit here as well. I'm sorry if my hand is in the way. I'm just trying to make sure that I'm going to kind of hold that stencil together because, sorry, hold that stencil down because that paste seems to be quite runny, so I've got a little bit going around here. Thankfully, this does not actually interfere with the design too much, so I'm not too worried. Now, this is a really large stencil, and what I would do, if you do get this stencil, what I would do is I would go and wash it immediately because it is very intricate, and I can see that scrubbing it afterwards may just affect it. So just go and wash it, wash your stencil if you have used the stencil when you're crafting afterwards. Right, okay, I'm going to pop the rest of that paste back, and I'm just going to try to seal it. I'm not usually that careful with my paste, but I just don't want to don't want this to dry. We all know that these pastes just in general, not only this paste, but they have tendency to dry. Okay, so I've got this down, but now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give this a zap with a heat gun. Okay, so that is relatively dry, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take this gorgeous design from Snip Art, and this comes in two parts. So you've got this kind of shadow part and then the main part. I love this one, and it is so easy to use as well. So what I usually do, I just snip it in smaller pieces. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of a gel medium, and I usually just turn this round, and I'm going to super gently tap the design that I want to add here. And it doesn't have to be a lot, it will catch anyway. And I'm just going to pop that down, and because I'm using gel medium, I've got some time to really align it how I want it to be, and then give a little bit of a press, and that's that. Now I am going to cut it, so I'm cutting through quite a lot here, so cutting through the center. I'm going to see what makes sense. Just want to be careful. Okay, and this, fabulous. Okay, So I've got this cut in half now, and I'm going to take my little canvas and I'm going to place one of those here, and then the other one, well, I may cut it even further, but I'm going to start with this. This was just way too much gel medium. I'm going to start with this, and I do want a generous amount of gel medium because I obviously want everything to adhere properly. But I'm going to place this here. Alright, and then just gonna press it from the back. And then what I'm going to do, I think I'm just going to cut this into some smaller pieces. Yeah, I'm going to cut this in smaller pieces. I will try to go relatively straight. I would suggest that you use really good heavy duty scissors. Tim Holtz scissors are brilliant for that. I've got a little bit here, so okay, that's fine. And I'm going to add some more gel medium, just in a few parts. Okay, and I think I'm going to add one more here, so it's just a little bit kind of diagonal. And let's have a look. Some of those bits will probably fall off. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, that's no drama. And then I'm gonna add some more here. So that goes there. Actually, do you know what? I am going to turn around. Oh yeah, that will be better. That will go in here. Right, so I've just grabbed some of the flowers because I'm going to be using some of the flowers in here. Now, one thing, if you are using the these icing paste by Ephemera, you may want to smudge some of that paste on top of the that snip art. Now it acts as a paint, works as a paint really well, because we carry very similar paste. We don't have any in stock at the moment, unfortunately, but you can add a hue of color to it so that to blend everything together. So what you do, you load your brush and then you just kind of dry brush it, and on a design as big as this, can you see, you just start getting that little hue of color. On a design as big as this works really well. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of those beautiful ephemeras from the Perfect Day kind of collection, really. And I can't promise that we have them on a website, but these are beautiful, and if they would do, then I'm going to link them on underneath. By the way, just to mention, we're still shipping internationally, so if you do want anything, then please just pop to the website. Obviously, hugely appreciate your support during this difficult time, and I do really hope that you're all staying safe and healthy. But if you are safe and healthy, and if you are in need of any crafting items, please give us a thought. So I'm going to pop some of those around, and I'm going to just start organizing these because I just want this to be kind of little French patisserie, etc. Have a look at this gorgeous, oh, so pretty. Okay, so I'm going to be playing with the colors. I'm gonna, I've got that gorgeous burgundy, it's drying a little bit coppery red, but I'm gonna work with the peach with blues, some teal, and maybe some other greens. So that's the colors I'm going to kind of stay with, and I'm going to do the same with my flowers. So I'm going to pick things that will correspond. Well, I've been really doing a lot of work with peach at the moment, so luckily I've got tons of flowers there. Okay, so we can get started on organizing this. I think this works really well here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, I'm actually going to use this here and then just pop that on top. Okay, and then just going to use this one, which is the little one on the side, and just add it here. Lovely. And then the little post box, I almost want this elevated a little bit more. I'm going to show you a really nifty trick on how to do this. Now, if you work with chipboard like I do, you sometimes have like those holding chipboards. So what I mean by holding chipboards, I mean all this, and this makes for fantastic dimensional, kind of not adhesive but dimensionals. But I've got these bits that are leftovers obviously from what we were cutting, and I'm going to use that, and that will just help me elevate everything. So what I usually do, obviously they don't have any adhesive, so what you do is you add some, that was way too much gel medium, but you add some gel medium on top and bottom, and you just stick it down like you would be with foam adhesive, and here you go, and that's perfect, and you're just reusing everything and not wasting anything. I just love that little nifty trick. Right, okay, so I'm going to do that. Now I've got these little gloves. I had my heart set on placing them somewhere here. Again, I think these would work really well if I just added a little bit of that kind of dimension. So again, I'm going to just add some here, pop this down, and then add here. So that is this way. And then I'm going to add the other way. Oh, hold on. That's fine. And I'm going to add the other one just on top. And I'm now going to make a dimensional. Maybe a little bit with the gel medium. So just going to try not to squash it too hard. Okay, now I want something here. And don't worry, I'm going to fill this here as well with some flowers. So I'm going to leave space for these things. Okay, so what else do we have? We've got a clock. We've got this gorgeous balloon. Look at that. Okay, that looks really nice. Okay, I might just do that. If it reaches far enough, actually, I'm going to add some here and some here. Oh, just about. Okay, brilliant. Though, I think it's time to start adding some flowers to this whole thing here. So I'm going to add a flower here, and I'm just using gel medium. Oh, don't go anywhere, stay there. I'm going to use that one. And then just going to add a little bit of kind of peachiness here. Peachiness, pinkiness. Something like this. And then I'm going to take that one, that little flower, and attack this one. As you can see, I'm not really generally skimping on gel medium. Just tuck it underneath. Doesn't that just look cute? Okay, so that's cool. We do need more. We need some more finishing touches. So I'm going to take more of the ephemera and just going to pop that underneath. I'm going to take some more of the flowers, and I'm just trying to see what colors will actually work here. Oh yeah, that looks really nice. So I'm just going to add this one here, and then I'm going to take some kind of pinkies and add that one here. Pretty. And then I think this one definitely needs like a smaller flower. So I'm just going to take that little star flower there and then just add this underneath. Gorgeous. Okay, so that looks super pretty, and also really easy with just a few of the supplies that we have. Now I am going to take the one final thing, and I've cut some of the foliage from the vintage script paper pad. Now this paper pad is for the first time available on its own, and it's a gloss pad, but it's got vintage designs. It's just insane. It's just plays with your mind in the nicest way possible. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some of that foliage, and I just, I usually just cut more than I need when I do a project, and I have it for the next project. So this is what's happening here, and that just pulls everything together. And that's what I love about those die cuts. If I just add some here, let's just have a look at, I'm going to add this one here. Okay, fabulous. And then I'm going to add this one here. Lovely. And obviously you can carry on with that and keep adding if you want to. And as a final finishing touch, I'm going to add this little sentiment from Alice in a Wonderland. And again, we've got those on the website. I think we still have them. And what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to colour this with this lovely burgundy. And this will just put everything together. So I'm just taking the same paste. So if you ever need to kind of bring everything together, this is a very, very easy way to do that. I'm just gonna lift this up, and it's also super shimmery. So here you go, and I'm going to grab that, and I'm going to see again what the touch points will be, but it will probably just sit predominantly on that post box. So I'm just going to add some gel medium there, and this gel medium dries clear. So here you go. Begin at the beginning. So here we go, a little mixed media piece with lots of different things, and this gorgeous, gorgeous stencil as well. I hope you enjoy this, and I'll see you again tomorrow.